Y'all know me. I got this OnePlus 10T, which is a beast fucking phone. Look at this motherfucker. But this case is like glass. It's slippery as hell. And it's one of the real cheap ones. Got no grip on it at all, right? None. And I didn't like it. And there's no good looking cases out there for this phone. None. And the phone I'm using now, the S22 Ultra. You see that case right there? Look at that. Let me get you a good view of it. See, I got the RINGKE Fusion X on it, the camo colored one, right? And this case here, comfortable case to hold in the hand, right? So I says to myself, for the 10T, but they don't have it for the 10T. They got it for the 10 Pro. They don't have it for the 10T. But I said the buttons are very similar. First off, I want to show you something real quick. This is a defective case right here, as you can tell. You see that? And the reason it came from Amazon that way, right? I thought maybe someone bought it or did what I did, but no. What happened is, because it's so thin right there for the alert slider, it probably had something sitting on it, packaging, and it molded that way, right? And that pisses me off because that does stand out a little bit. And I'm hoping that since when I put it on this phone here, it will, mold back to a thing. Now, we know this OnePlus 10T is slightly bigger, same size screen, but slightly bigger than the OnePlus 10 Pro. We know that. But the button placement is very similar. Although I will say this right now. I thought this button was going to be closer. But no, if you look at them lined up. Hold up. Boop, 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 boop. If you look at them lined up. Let me see. I got to get some better lighting here. Now, these buttons work. The volume buttons work. Here's the buttons that don't work. The power on and off button don't work. And I figured if it don't work, I'll figure it out. I'll rig it up somehow, right? You can see look at some look. The power on button is very close, but I already solved that, right? Here's how I solved it. Look, tap on, tap off. The volume button works. I already put this case on. Tap on, tap off. Beautiful. So if you're looking for a case, and you want it, because I wanted this case, because I got it, like I said, I got it on this phone right. Look, I got it on this phone right now. That's a good looking case. And the thing I like the gription of it. If you're looking for a case that will fit this OnePlus 10T, look no further than the RINGKE Fusion X that's made for the OnePlus 10 Pro, and I'm going to show you how. How can I put this phone up so you can see me do it? Without whatever. You might not be able to see. Well, maybe you can. Okay. Let me take the old one off. And like I said, I'm going to show you this case real quick. Look at this thing. Slippery as a motherfucker. And at least it gives you no protection. Shut this one off and put this on. Now, we know this screen, they're the same size, but this phone is a little bit bigger than the OnePlus 9, whatever. But as you can tell, look at this. Oh, look. Look at this. I want you to see something. Charging port lines up. The volume buttons do work. What the fuck? See, the volume buttons do work. This fits like a glove. The only problem is right there because it has a factory defect. And I thought about ways I could probably heat this up and mold it back, but I'm not even worried about it. And this works fine. Look at that. You think, oh, it's going to block. No, it don't. It don't block the camera at all. I'll show you in a minute. But look. Tap it on. Volume buttons work. See? Volume buttons work. So you got yourself a case right now that looks good. And let me show you. Hold up. Let me put the camera on real fast. It's hard to do with one hand. Now look. Look. Here it is, right here. See the camera? Look. There you go. You see it? Don't affect the camera at all. Boom. So what you have now effectively is this. You have a case that has great gription on it now that fits like a glove. Like I say, this has got a factory defect where the fucking alert slider is on the OnePlus thing, whatever, but that don't even affect it. I don't like the way it looks like that, but whatever. I could probably fix that if I heat it up a little bit, whatever, put it in the microwave, whatever. I ain't even gonna fucking worry about it. It'll mold itself back on. But it fits like a glove. It's got protection on the bottom and the top like it should, and I got gription now. And the most important thing besides, look at that, looks good, looks great, but I got gription now. I could not, this phone with this case was so slippery. I mean, look at this. Look how slippery it is. Look at it. Now, because like I said, I got this case on this phone here, and it's got the best gription ever. Now I got that on this. So if you're looking for a case for the OnePlus 10T, this case does work. You just got to use the knock button. You got to knock it to start it and knock it to shut off. The volume buttons do work. Everything else works, ports, everything else. But yeah, it fits like a glove. Like I say, I wish it didn't have that fucking defect, because what happened is in packaging, it was probably sitting on that somehow. That's how it happened. But the protection's there. You can see it's got the lip. lip on the bottom, and there you go. And that's a good, makes the phone look so much better than that. Look at that. Look at that. And if this was gripped, hey, if this had grip to it, I would have never have got that. But this has no grip at all. Look at the sides. You're like, look, oh my God, it fell out of my hand. You see that? Look at that. It fell out of my hand. I mean, look at this. Look at it. Oh, it fell out again. You see that? But look at the grip on this. Oh my God, that ain't falling nowhere. Look at that. Oh, it can't fall. Oh, it can't fall. Look at that. That's unbelievable. So now you have a case that you can use. It doesn't affect nothing. Like I say, I've been using the 2-knock method on my phones all the time anyway. I always use the 2-knock method. Now, I had anticipated using, I could have probably rigged that up to make it work because it's only slightly off, but I always use the 2-knock method anyway, so there you go. Belle Biv DeVoe. Now you know, you don't have to be stuck with it. RINGKE, make a fucking case. But I got to, hey, since RINGKE won't make a case for the OnePlus 10T, I made it for him. And I didn't have to do any modifications at all.